feel like to be a modern day king in India?
First and foremost, my question is that do such things exist?
Royal families in India were stripped of their privy purses and privileges in 1971. 50 years down the line, there are still many royal families known in India for their opulent lifestyles. I mean, look at the cars, their weddings, their homes, or even their multi-crore legal battles. What's even more fascinating is what they say or what they do still make news. Without titles or any defined power or position, why should it matter what these erstwhile royals think about news events or ongoing controversies? And yet, it does. But why and how are modern-day royals making a living and staying relevant in India today? Brute spent a day at one of the oldest and wealthiest royal properties in India, the city palace of Udaipur.
गुलाब बाग होके फतेह पोल डाल दीजिए, फतेह पोल पे पार्क कर दीजिए। जी सर,
प्लीज थोड़ा रास्ते में हॉर्न मत बजाना।
ओके ओके श्योर।
ऐसे आपका दे दिया गाड़ी वहाँ तक जहाँ पार्किंग है वहाँ आपको गोल्फ कार मिलेगी।
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
This palace is many centuries old, once the bastion of the great warrior king Maharana Pratap. A part of the palace is open to the public for a glimpse into the history of the Mewar dynasty. Another part is still inhabited by the royal family. And this part of the palace is called the Shiv Niwas, now a luxury hotel property. It is here that in 1961, the monarchs of Britain, Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, spent 2 days. They were visiting the then king of Udaipur. You might have also seen the palace in the 1983 James Bond movie.
It's a lovely courtyard, it gives you a lot of peace and joy. And that's why I say, Udaipur is a place where you can actually hear silence. You're here, you can spend time in your own company with your girlfriend, your wife, your family, your children, or just yourself. So that's something that one can do.
We were accompanied by Laksharat Singh. His website says he's the scion of 1500-year-old house of Mewar. Today, a room at the property starts from 9,000 rupees and goes up to 45,000 rupees per night. The Mewar clan was one of the pioneers in converting their palaces into heritage properties.
The heritage industry or the heritage hotels are coming back. There are people who are a lot more passionate about it. They want to deep dive into it, to experience it, to come and to see it firsthand rather than just limiting themselves to films or books. These days, heritage hospitality is not an excuse for bad hospitality.
When Indira Gandhi stripped the royals of their privileges, it dealt a blow to coffers of most of the royal families in India. Faced with the challenge of sustainability, many royal properties since then have converted into heritage hotels.
The greatest ideology, thought process and interest has been to be able to get the money back and to put it back into the property and to make it sustainable, keep it alive. And I think the important part of it is the fact that, again, something that my father believes in and has been doing is living heritage. It's not a dead monument.
In 1971, the then king of Udaipur, Maharana Bhagwat Singh Mewar, converted their summer home, the Lake Palace, into a heritage property. However, this transformation from being the royals to hoteliers was not easy for the royal family in Udaipur. They lacked professional skills to manage the business. Hence, Bhagwat Singh approached the Taj group of Tatas to operate the hotel on a lease basis.
Don't you think there is still an obsession about living like luxuriously, like the royal life, which is also attracting a certain section?
No, definitely. It's not something that I don't like. It's just something that I would want to put in perspective. Madam, आप देखिए ये कितना royal कपड़ा है. इससे ज़्यादा अच्छा आपको मिल नहीं सकता. So what is it that he is really describing? At the end of the day, he is really describing the quality. He is really describing an attribute or a trait or a personality or a character or an expectation that is there. Could be from a cloth or could be from a person, could be from a building, could be from a car.
An image of Sudha Murthy bowing down to a royal family sparked a debate whether earlier forms of showing respect or symbols of hierarchy still exist in the world's largest democracy.
Sort of archaic protocols still in place in the royal families in India.
There's a general respect that I think is exceptionally important mutually.
Right.
It's not something that is a one-sided segment. This is something that needs to be being aware of both ends. And I think giving and taking respect, I think, is a beautiful gesture for humanity.
Beyond philanthropy and hospitality, the other ways that several royals across the country are striving to stay relevant are heritage and environmental conservation, the age-old practice of joining politics, or diving into the entertainment industry. A democratic India may have relegated royal titles to the past, but there are many erstwhile monarchs who continue to draw inspiration from their heritage to find relevance, revenue, and respect.